And welcome back to the basement.
Hi, everybody.
I love us so much, you guys. I think we're so great. I love everything we do and say.
Well,
Make you drink.
Well, then introduce us all.
I would
Because you
love
love
to.
us so
You
much.
don't even know who most of us
I can
are.
have this honor?
You can do this.
Oh
yes.
my gosh, you guys.
Go ahead.
Welcome to the Geek Show Podcast.
GeekShowPodcast.com. There you go.
Big Geek Show Podcast.
Yes.
Over here we have, we've got the creepy ass couple that they've been married for 17 years and they love to review movies together. We've got Jeff Weiss, also does reviews on Radio from Hell and MSN.com something or other. Go ahead, tell us about it.
Paralleluniverse.msn.com.
And his very loving partner, Green Lantern himself, Jimmy Martin from SlugMag.com.
Yay!
I like how the
Nothing to say.
mask looks with the glasses.
My glasses. Look over my mate.
You're like the worst.
At least he fixed his Eddie Munster hair.
Sometimes it points, man.
And over here next to Green Lantern, we
Wait,
got
the worst pedophile ever is how I'm describing him.
Do you like
America's favorite pedophile.
Do you like Star Wars?
Hey, that's my line.
Do you like R2D2?
You can't see this on the podcast, but he's wearing looks like a R2D2
Mickey
and a
Mouse.
Mickey Mouse hat, fucked and had a baby, and it's on his head. It's Lee George Cade from Grimleys.com.
Greatest place on
It
earth.
looks like they stapled coffee lids to it.
Well, I have a story about this hat. Okay?
My pants.
Sitting next to me, I'm doing it. I'm just going around the table.
All right, baby.
Like that.
I'm with you.
Sitting next to me, Mr. Kerry Jackson,
Hello.
host of a wildly popular television show. No, it's on the radio.
Yes.
Called Radio from Hell.
Yes.
He's got
Yeah,
a
the radio from hell part was
He
a
keeps that
clue.
thing running just like he gets this running.
Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. That's all I ask.
I'm telling you right now, if you haven't listened to that motherfucker, listen to it. It's so good.
Okay.
Snorty Magoo over here. That's Scott Pierce. He's my lover.
Yes.
We have passionate love times late at night.
So we often, yes, it's inflamed by our arguments over Smallville.
Who gets to be
And I'm
Tom
like, shut
Welling?
up, you're wrong. Take it.
He looked good in that suit.
Funny part is lately he's been calling his unit Smallville.
Oh, no. No, the universe named it that.
Ow, right to kiss it.
Take that, planet.
He also works for the Salt Lake Tribune.
Yes, which was named the fifth most likely to actually still be a newspaper in 10 years.
Fuck yeah. Yes! That's good news.
San Diego Chronicle!
The Voldemort news was not on the list.
That's good news for you because you got to be able to afford your pills.
There.
Scott Pierce. You can email him at sltrib.com, scottpierce.net.
You can find him in a chat room somewhere.
I don't know how to do that.
Most likely with me, he's pretending to be a little girl and I'm pretending to be his uncle.
Over here is the Robin Quivers of the show. Our producer, Too Tall Tony.
Tony is
Ladies.
large black woman.
So you're a
I-
large black woman that says funny shit to us.
I love how you constantly give our 4 viewers on Comcast a little wink.
Fucking wink.
Give him a little love, you know. That's
Before we started today, this
all.
little son of a bitch informed me that I'm the same age as his father.
Maybe you
Now,
are his
What
father.
PC laptops do you work at, Triple T?
The Sandy location, 90th South and State Street.
All right.
Go down there, sexiest place, because Tony works there.
Okay,
For
got it.
those of you who don't live here, 90th South.
Oh, and then
is
we
the
got,
way we talk.
goddamn, what can I say about Brian Young?
I like
What
black
haven't
white
you
movies.
said?
Oh, he
And
likes,
Shannon Barneson,
he
everybody!
likes black and white movies. And I'm Shannon
Remember, folks, this
Barton.
is a second show.
Child educator.
I'm Shannon Barton. Nobody will ever let me do that again.
No,
no,
maybe
you-
we
you-
will.
you-
Maybe we will.
You made it back.
That was some excellent participating.
Well, thanks. I like to participate.
Now, can I just quickly tell you about this hat?
Yes,
Please do.
That Lee is wearing.
Yeah.
You know what? Seriously, I feel like I could make love to the world with this on.
Especially 8-year-olds.
Okay, for those.
Oh,
There's
wow.
several jokes that just flashed through my head that I'm just not going to tell. So imagine your Mickey Mouse hat, your traditional Mickey Mouse. This is for the folks on the podcast. The traditional Mickey Mouse hat. It's an R2D2 dome,
Good look on a grown
Right.
man, whatever.
but it's got the mouse ears.
Seriously, I've
All
had
right.
children.
So I bought this. At
I'm sorry,
Disneyland.
you've what?
I've participated in having children.
Oh, I thought you
he's-
said you had children.
No,
I'm like,
no, 'cause
going,
that sounds so
This
wrong.
could
I
just
thought you
be
said
vulgar.
something completely different.
There
I
we
really
go.
freaked out for just a second.
So I took the hat
Jimmy's making me drink.
after I purchased it up
Yes.
to the counter where you can get your name embroidered on it, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because I thought, that's because this looks stupid. I'll really make it stupid and put my name on it.
I'll put asshole on the back.
And then I got thinking, no, I shouldn't just put Carrie on the back. I should put something else. So I said to the lady, can I put K2J2 on the back?
Did they do it?
Awesome.
No, obviously he succeeded in nothing.
She said to me,
Get the fuck out of my store.
I can't do that because that is trademarked. I said, what? K2J2? She said, no, R2D2 is trademarked, and I can't put that on there. I said, I'm not asking for R2D2. I'm asking for K2J2 because my initials are KJ. See, that's what I want. I'm sorry, I can't do anything even close to that.
Wow.
I said, so if I wanted Darth 3PO, which is my gamer name on Xbox, by the way, Jimmy. If I want Darth 3PO on the back of that, no, I'm sorry.
Could you
Wow.
put Brian Young Stinks on it?
And so I
That's
said,
probably trademarked.
I trademarked that.
I said,
Scott gets a nickel every time somebody says I stink.
Brian Young Stinks.
I just said, screw it then. Why can't? What's the fun in that?
Lucas is in the back storage room. Like, no, tell him to fuck
Now,
off.
if you want a full list of things you can't have printed on the back of your little R2D2 hat,
Yeah.
just go to itsastarwarsbrian.com. We've got it listed there.
You know what? If I would have brought one of those for Brian and just had him stitch shill on the back.
Trademarked.
Studio plant.
And then I bought this that Mr. Pierce is
I love it.
making love to
It
here.
looks
It's
like my dog.
It's the Ewok stuffed Ewok there.
Seriously,
Yep.
they overthrew a galactic empire that
The
destroyed
teddy
a
bears.
Jedi Order.
I
you
don't
know-
want to say this is where I started to, question my Star Wars devotion.
Well, and here's
but
the reason I bought it was for the Ewok hood. I'm going to put it on my dog.
I know.
Are you putting on Ripley?
Yeah, I'm going to put it on Ripley.
cool.
Anyway,
Be really
Those
careful.
teddy bears have a
The
taste
scary-
of long pork.
The scariest part of that story was how long it took me to figure out what K2J2 was for.
I want you to be really careful, Carrie,
The engines are
Shut
not
up.
firing today.
because if she starts acting even remotely rebellious when you have the little hood on her, I want you to watch out because those things, the Ewoks.
they do. They eat people.
They
They
eat people.
They like
Yeah.
the long
They got
pork.
pointy sticks.
If you don't see your wife for a few hours, just
Well, while we're on the subject of Star Wars, do you want me to ruin the Star Tours ride?
Sure.
Oh,
I've
what,
got some
it's gonna
spoilers
open?
for it too. I've got some spoilers for it too.
Brian, Star
Star Wars, Brian, Star Wars!
Well, the best part's when Tom Welling comes at the end.
you guys
I
have me
apologize to
completely.
Jake Black before we get going. Jake Black, I know that Smallville is very important to your life.
He
and-
tweeted yesterday
and you are
about
a
how
great
important
man.
it was.
And it gave. I would like to thank Smallville for giving a wonderful man named Jake Black a career.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he did a lot of work on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and if you
But
feel
I
like
still
it, you
hate the
should.
show.
If you feel like it, you should give to his the
Oh,
cause
yeah.
that pays off his cancer
Yeah.
bills.
Did anybody buy the Mueller?
No, nobody has bought the 100.
Well, as of this recording,
yeah, no one
if
has
I
bought-
really like it, I may buy it.
Dude, it is amazing. You should buy it.
What is it? I don't know what. I don't know.
Somebody made
a meow.
It was Alvaro,
somebody made a Thor's hammer out of like concrete.
one of our super fans.
Yeah.
Yes, so it weighs about 30 pounds.
And it looks
Does it have
great.
like the inscription and everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
It's beautiful.
if I like it, I may buy it.
Well, okay. Here's my quick digression, though. I went to the comic book store,
Really?
and somebody said, "I like it, but the handle's too long."
Oh, shut up, you asshole.
I don't think you
So
could
fucking
lift it
cut
if
it.
the handle weren't longer.
You buy it, it's yours.
You
cut
can't lift it anyway.
That's right. I'm not worthy.
No, you totally are, bro.
All right. Here's what happens on your new Star Tours ride.
Wait.
You go to
Earlier,
Star Wars
I
land.
did some fact checking on this. You and Brian both had me convinced that Jesus is on the ride, and it's not true.
It's not
You're-
true?
You're both dirty liars.
Oh,
There
I'm
is no
sorry.
Jesus on the new Star Tours.
It was on the internet. I thought it was true.
name is
bastards.
Jesus.
No, it was actually just Jim Caviezel.
I was gonna say it's Jim Caviezel.
it. You go to the plaid
Price on
planet.
Jesus.
Now there are details that I don't have that you got from your Magic Star Wars connection. So let me know.
It's called
Oh, when
Twitter.
you're the official beard warmer to the king, you get the news.
That's right. That's called pillow talk, baby. Pillow talk.
In between your
How do
lips.
you warm his beard? I'm curious.
Can I say?
What do you
can
rub
I say?
on it?
As we're recording this, today is his birthday.
Yeah!
23rd.
What are
No, the day we're recording it.
Oh.
Right now,
Oh, okay.
actual date.
Why are you here
Oh my
on?
gosh.
Whose birthday?
I wouldn't have known actually, except for like a whole bunch of people decided to go write "Happy Birthday, George Lucas"
that
on my
asshole George
fucking
Lucas.
Facebook wall.
Isn't this a paid holiday for you?
It should be. All right, so here's what happens as you go on the news. Oh, we invoked his name.
Sorry, George.
He heard K2J2 and
Don't mock my relationship with
And
Brian.
Brought down the wrath of his lawyers.
And he is now magically trademarked K2J2, and that will be a new droid. It's,
I hate to tell you, Kerry, but you're going to have to change your name.
If you would like to see the lawsuit that's just been filed against Carrie, please go to beardwarmertotheking.com.
Little astromech droid walking around with a.
I just picture him telling you
With a
secrets.
martini.
Telling you.
There's a link to that on It's a Star Wars Brian.
I picture Lucas telling Brian secrets in between Lucas kisses.
And there's
I've seen pictures.
Sounds
And
bristly.
it's like kiss, Brian. There's gonna be so many Gungans in that motherfucker. And you're like, oh yes, tell me more, George.
And there's going to be a pod race.
Oh God, stop it, George.
Shannon's may be known as Smallville, but Brian's is Boston ass. Sorry, I don't know
How
why.
did we get here?
I know.
I was gonna say, when he reaches completion, it makes a sound that goes.
It just sprays. It just
It sprays every
drool
direction.
everywhere.
Imagine the jowl movements during that shit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Brian Young Roast.
I don't even know. Like,
sorry,
how do I
honey.
respond to this?
I know.
sorry,
You just sit
honey.
there and take it.
All right.
Just take it with dignity.
And guess where you get to go
Which
next?
is also what George
Planet
says.
Hoth.
Oh God, it's so cold there.
That's the
George.
name of this episode is Take It With Dignity. All right, let me write that down.
Between kisses.
should have seen Hoth before the global warming.
God, tell me about it.
All right,
It's our planet.
here's what happens on your Star Tours. All right.
It's exactly the same 6 times in a row.
There is a picture of Brian when you get off the ride.
There is.
Yeah.
He's shouting.
There's
Shouting
actually
yub nub.
there's an animatronic Brian that gives you a flower lei as you get on the shuttle.
Here you go.
Guys, I'm so excited that you're gonna experience this.
Let's see.
Malaysia?
The pre-show is now focused on getting you cleared. Maybe he's upset that we're spoiling the ride.
No, he's upset that we're busting on Brian.
That must be it.
I love that the outhouse when you get off, it's Admiral Akbar yelling, "It's a crap!"
Oh.
Take a crap.
The pre-show is now focused on you getting cleared through spaceport security.
Oh God.
I have to take my shoes off.
Am I going to get groped?
The Galactics SA.
Take off your belt, you will.
This is the guy come up and like, "Chawanda what? No belt for you."
And then they frisk your baby.
For all the Indian passengers, it's going to be bad.
That's really what it is. It's a parody of what's going
TSA?
on with TSA. Yeah.
They've got the passports that you can print online, and supposedly if you bring those, it'll track which branches of the ride you've been on, too.
You're hard to keep up with.
Man.
If my TSA agent is a Twi'lek dancer, I'll be okay with it.
Well, I'm afraid not.
Unfortunately, your agent is a 6-breasted fat lady that dances for Jabba.
Yarna.
Let me see your balls.
I'll take it.
Yarna will
So-
check your baggage.
It's all about getting your baggage screened
Baggage.
She's an alien, dude.
and getting yourself cleared by droids who work for customs.
Do any of those droids have probes?
I hope so.
It
Oh
says,
my God, let him read 2 sentences in a row.
It says there aren't any overt TSA jokes, but it can't be a coincidence since the droids are called DSA,
PSA 960s.
Droid Security Agents. So there's an undercurrent of putting up with security hassles and inconvenience in the terminal, which, is going to be great when there's another terrorist attack. That'll be
Yeah.
very funny. Anyway, let's see. While much is made of the random possibilities of the latest Star Tours, each journey will begin exactly the same way during the boarding process at opening acts. C-3PO will bumble his way accidentally into the cockpit, just as R2-D2 is trying to override the autopilot and return to the gate to retrieve the real pilot. One of the different plot twists or branches, as called, will kick in and begin in the various storylines. So Pee Wee Herman's not your pilot anymore.
He does have a
sucks.
cameo in the queue, though.
He's in the line as you're getting on.
He got laid off.
Reagan fired him.
Is he in front of a screen making rapid movements?
No, 3PO for some reason is driving the plane,
Oh.
which you just don't understand.
Did Paul Rubens make a bunch of jokes about Japan or something?
He must
Well,
have.
no, this is a prequel to the other ride, and if you remember the other ride, it
Oh
was
God, it's a prequel.
It's
was
a
his-
prequel.
Now
it
you
was
fucking
his-
hate it.
Oh my
Fuck,
God.
I'm out.
It was his first flight, so he couldn't be the pilot again because it was his first
'Cause it's
flight
not
in
canon?
the future.
It's a Star Wars canon.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but that's just what they said.
Okay.
Yup.
So there are allegedly 54 different versions of the rides that cycle through automatically.
54?
Why not 42?
But now here's where the branches happen. Okay, so this is where there are a choice of rides. Part 1.
Nick Waddle.
Your star speeder begins to depart the spaceport as R2 is trying to override the autopilot, but you are suddenly stopped by either
What?
A Tron recognizer.
Darth Vader
Oh, jeez, that'd be scary. as
or a battalion of stormtroopers.
They come onto the shit.
I'd flip off the stormtroopers because they couldn't shoot me because they can't hit it.
Yeah.
Seriously. Shots in the galaxy.
They are looking for a rebel spy suspected to be on board your ship.
He looks Indian.
Can I check your shoes?
I don't understand.
The video screen in the cabin displays the image of one of your fellow passengers and sets up the base plot that they are the spy and must be smuggled away from the Empire.
Oh my God, I can hardly wait for the first profiling lawsuit.
This sounds like a lot of work for a ride.
I spent 14 years making shoes for Nike to come to Star Tours, and then they showed a picture of me.
I
It's
just
not
want
nice.
I just want the first black guy to say it's because I'm black, isn't it?
You
That's what I
racist
want.
motherfucker!
I just want that. I want
Why
that
you
so
want to
badly.
show me?
Part 2. Here's the next branch. Okay, after fighting with Vader or the stormtroopers,
You get off the ship and fight with them?
well, in the spaceship, I guess.
Because I watched those 4-year-olds fighting with Darth Vader out in the courtyard.
Now they were good.
Yeah.
R2 jumps to light speed just in time,
Of course.
on your,
Yay.
Thanks, R2.
and you're on your way to either
Okay.
Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
3 planets:
Okay.
Tatooine, Kashyyyk, or Hoth.
Nah.
I'm sure wherever it goes, it ends in the fucking gift shop.
That part is true. That part is true.
Is,
Whoa,
Ka-
you made it! Would you like to build a lightsaber?
is Kashyyyk the Wookiee planet?
That's the Wookiee planet.
I hear they Tarzan yell there.
You arrive at whichever planet the branching plotline led to, and the typical mayhem or excitement ensues.
Or the-
Tatooine. Oh, yes.
If in Kashyyyk, it's not mayhem, it's mayhew.
That's true. Thank you. In Tatooine, it's the Boonta Eve pod race.
Oh, yay! That's my favorite. What a cunt.
Oh, you know,
Look at me, I'm a child.
you know what I love about
That's
the
what that whole
Boonta.
pod race sounds like.
No,
If the Boonta Eve pod race does not start with a frog being spit at a gong, it's just not
Exactly.
going to work.
now, here's a question. Is it random when you're on this ride? Because I had this feeling that every time I got on this ride, it'd be the fucking pod race. So
Well-
God, fuck it, I'm out.
That's the whole thing, is that you have to keep riding it.
But if you get off in the middle of the
Get off
pod
at the
race,
gift
you're
shop.
going to get hurt.
Yeah, I would prefer it.
So then the next planet is the Wookiee planet, Kashyyyk, involving racing Imperial scout troopers on speeder
Racist
bikes
scout troopers?
During
Yes.
the holiday special.
through the forest with help from friendly Wookiees. So imagine Return of the Jedi
Hi, I'm a friendly Wookiee.
minus Ewoks.
So do you have to get
Replaced
out of
with
your
Wookiees.
seat?
And there's racist scout troopers that
Racist
hate
scout-
Wookiees.
Yeah, the rest is
Yes.
like, I don't want no furballs.
You know, the
on it.
racist word for a Wookiee is a muff.
This ride sounds
Oh,
very
muffs.
racist.
And then the third one, the visit to Hoth,
This is
becomes an icy toboggan run down the mountains,
With the cast of Cool Runnings.
dodging
Welcome to Hothman.
at-ats and walkers along the way.
And then you get stuck and you have to
You know,
eat your
seriously,
fellow ride
how many games and events and everything else do we have to go through that fucking 3-minute scene in Empire Strikes Back for?
I don't know.
Every single game. It's like, even if it's not even related to Empire Strikes Back, you still end up having to fight AT-ATs. Sick of it.
That's true.
Okay,
Sick of it.
so the next branch,
Okay.
part 3. The action's brought to an end, whichever planet you're on. R2-D2 launches you off the planet and back into space,
and you end up at Brian Young's house.
where you
That's the
receive
secret ending.
where you receive a hologram transmission from
Okay.
Brian Young.
either
Lucas.
Yoda,
Hello.
Princess Leia,
Oh God.
or Admiral Akbar.
Buy some gifts.
So my question is,
Is it current Princess Leia?
that's my question is it current Princess Leia?
I'm drunk as shit.
Smoking a cigarette? Ah, you fucking.
My vagina's itchy.
And this is,
I used to do crack with Paul Simon on the banks of the Nile.
and she says, "Here's where you gotta take the rebel spy. You gotta go this other place."
My cervix is like a dried out balloon.
So I said to George.
Oddly enough, this voice is better than his Jamaican, his thug, or his Indian.
So they tell you where to go on your second destination, and then part 4, you arrive from the Lightspeed jump at either Coruscant, Naboo, or an asteroid field that leads you to the Death Star.
Man, there's a lot going on in this fucking ride.
I don't know if I could follow along.
Then, surprisingly, something goes terribly wrong.
Really?
What?
It tends to do that.
Well, it is a prequel.
And you go.
So all of it goes wrong.
You go through a final ordeal of either outer space dogfighting, dodging rush hour city traffic, or fending off alien sea creatures.
Oh, I called rush hour.
Did you say outer space dog fucking?
Oh, now see.
George!
It's called parody. Jesus.
Wow, God, he's bitchy.
He is pissed.
So
Anyway.
rush hour is.
All right, so then there's that.
Don't touch the radio.
But each of these options lead to an obligatory happy ending where you get
Tell me more.
I'll write that thing
finally-
54 times now.
finally Jeff gets his happy ending.
You can stroke my lightsaber anytime.
There is something that
there
will
is
make
another
you,
bit.
and it will make you guys very happy. Listen.
This one's for all of the assholes who don't like the prequels. Because if you don't,
I'm
assholes.
sorry.
Excuse me, all the smart people?
All the reasonable
yes.
movies.
understand your spec.
Lucas comes on the screen and apologizes.
Hey guys, I'm sorry.
Supposedly, in some of the configurations of Naboo, your star speeder takes out Jar Jar.
Kills a gunman?
What?
They run over Jar Jar. Apparently.
The ride,
Back and forth.
The ride is
So let me get this straight. You get to wait for hours in line to go through a parody of TSA. You might get to see Jar Jar get killed. You know what would really make me happy is if at the end you got your money back for the prequels.
Okay, so I want to know.
Or a real happy
How long is
ending.
it going to be before someone starts an online petition to have that taken off because it's bad towards black people?
It's racist.
Yeah, because you're standing in line to get in a star speeder and run over a stereotype.
I'd like it if you got off the machine and you walked through another machine. It gave you the 6 hours of your life back that you spent watching this.
You were going to die
More
tonight
than
at
6
9.
hours. More than 6 hours.
Oh, you
More like
asshole.
7 or 8.
I like.
You didn't like it. You're an asshole.
You know, I spent the last half an hour
Enduring.
all of that. I think I get to call you guys assholes for
Okay.
It's only been 17
I'm just
minutes.
confused as your love when they're so colorful. The movies are so colorful.
He makes them black and white.
He watches them on a black and white TV in his house.
with French subtitles.
Tell you what we'll do. I'm gonna close with a Star Trek story.
Star Trek.
Star Trek, you say?
Then
Who loves Star Trek here?
and then
Star Trek, Scott. It's a Star Trek.
and then after this break, we're gonna talk about whether you're a Star Trek or a Star Wars.
Yep.
This episode is the Star Trek Star Wars episode.
Long anticipated.
This will make you very happy, I think. A tweet from Bob Orky
Yeah.
Orky on
Or,
his.
or C, actually, I think.
It is a
think it is
tweet.
Orsi.
A tweet that was out. He says
What?
that he. Yeah.
What?
You're reading this? You're reading this?
Damn.
He
I didn't
said
even know
that
he could read.
he said that he and Alex
Kurtzman.
Kurtzman
They wrote the last Star Trek movie,
they are talking about with Paramount and CBS
right?
doing another animated series.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yes.
I hope the Catwoman and the three-legged guy is there.
An animated Star Trek series? Has there been one?
Yes.
Oh,
The 70s.
Should I give him the? It's a good thing you're so
Should I
pretty,
give him-
Tony.
Okay. Filmation.
Whoa.
Filmation made a Star Trek series,
Okay.
and the original cast was there, but they couldn't. Was Takai even in it? They replaced Takai, didn't
No,
they?
I don't think Sulu was
It's
in it.
decay.
Takai with the three. There's this weird-looking lizard guy with 3 legs and 3 arms, and a Catwoman replaced Uhura.
Really?
Yeah, and it was actually at times kind of good. And a lot of the original writers. were
Uhura,
Yeah.
that's
Did-
the drunken pronunciation.
David Gerald and DC Fontana contributed, and there was a Harry Mudd episode.
There
too.
was a Harry Mutt, and there was a triple episode.
It was
too.
a triple episode.
But it's
Harry
actually
Mudd sounds
it's
good.
kind of cool to hear Shatner and
And-
Nimoy and DeForest Kelly.
I have it
doing
on DVD.
And then here's the you should loan it to Tony. Here's the other thing is
Yeah.
that Doohan did most of the voices.
Yes, he did.
He did all of
did
them,
a
even the
lot.
women.
So you actually get to hear how talented Jimmy Doohan.
He could
Jimmy
do.
Doohan was
Yeah.
very talented.
Well, he did a lot of voices on the TV series.
Of like, there was one with an evil computer or something, and that he did the voice of that.
Yeah, and he was like Trelane's dad. You know,
Yeah.
Was
disembodied
he the
voice.
voice of the little kid?
So there was some
Little
fun. There was some
kid.
fun stuff in the animated stuff.
Tranya. My people call it Tranya.
The best part is you can find most of them on YouTube.
Actually, if you go, I think it's CBS.com, as you can see them all.
They have them
Either
all.
Hulu or CBS.
They're all on DVD too.
And just like anything with Filmation, there's a lot of recycled footage. I mean,
bad
the
animation.
last thing anybody remembers from Filmation is the He-Man cartoon, but they really they were the gods of recycling the same footage
And-
over and
and
over.
this
So
one-
it looks like an old episode of Super Friends, kind
no,
of.
this
or worse?
cartoon, all the budget went to Shatner. All of it went to Shatner. Everything else was just
But
secondary.
there's some good
I think-
Starship scenes, but
I think they paid McCoy in free T-shirts. It was that
And
bad.
ascots that he
Yes.
wore in the last movies.
But anyway, so they're talking about a new animated Star Trek.
That's
Well,
exciting.
you know what, Carrie? I would say I'd like to see that.
almost as much as a Tron.
You're in?
I'm going out on a limb and saying I think I might enjoy that program.
But the new news is that Tom Willing's doing all the voices.
The new news?
Oh,
the
it's
new
gonna
news.
sound like
The new news.
Oh,
New
so
news.
it's gonna sound like a bath mat did all the voices.
He couldn't not fit in those costumes better than Shatner did at the end of his run.
I hate to say it, but Jimmy's been making me drink so much. If we don't take a break soon, I'm going to pee on the table.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back, and the topic is Jeff is a Star Trek.
Yep.
And we'll explain that coming up.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Weren't new news something on the sequels? Prequels?